Hi everyone, and welcome to A Few Minutes for the Future. This is a place where we showcase innovation. So come along as we take a few minutes to explore, a few minutes to inspire, and a few minutes to dream big things. So thanks for tuning in, and remember, the future will be here before we know it, and together we can make it great. Hi everyone, and welcome back to A Few Minutes for the Future. My name is Craig Miller, and today I want to talk about the future of flying. Have you ever been on a long flight to Europe or Asia and you've been sitting for what seems to be an eternity, and you look down at your watch or the seatback entertainment center and realize, oh my God, I've got 3, 6, 8 more hours, whatever it is, to go to my destination. And that is just such a frustrating part of traveling. Well, believe it or not, help is on the way in the form of a new and better supersonic passenger plane. Now, of course, we've had supersonic airline travel before with the Concorde that was introduced in 1976, but it was really plagued by bad fuel economy and really high ticket prices that could be as high as $9,000 each way. Blows your mind. And of course, there was the terrible accident of the Air France Concorde on July 25th of 2000, which was a disaster and really the final nail in its coffin. And as I've been reading about the history of supersonic airline travel, it's interesting. I realized that Britain and France, who had really combined forces to make the Concorde happen, had a political motivation behind their efforts. They both were interested in joining the European common market and making it even better in the late 1970s. And now with Britain going through Brexit, which of course is the leaving the European Union, they have a huge incentive to make sure that this increased travel and speed at which people can get back and forth and convenience would be so much better for their standing in the world. And so, of course, they are encouraging faster and better travel to the United Kingdom. As I was saying before, these planes are coming, and it's so exciting for me to bring this kind of heads up to you as I do on these videos. With the advent of carbon fiber airframes and better, more efficient engines, the next generation of these supersonic airplanes could actually be less than a decade away from really being a practical and profitable reality. The company that's really behind this effort is called Boom Technology, and they're out of Denver, Colorado. And again, ironically, they have a lot of funding from Virgin Galactic, which is a United Kingdom company. And they are telling us that they are only a year or so away from testing their first demonstrator aircraft. Their smaller prototype, known as the XB-1, successfully completed its wind tunnel test recently and should be ready to fly its test flight in 2019. And because of these successes, airlines worldwide have begun to seriously consider this technology for the future. Boom Technology has said they have more than 40 orders in what could be their real final version, or at least the full final version they would begin with, which is a 55-seat passenger plane that could actually begin its test flights in 2023. The Boom Technology plane flies at about 1,450 miles per hour, or Mach 1.9, which is almost twice the speed of sound, and cruises at an altitude of 60,000 feet. At that speed, you could get from New York to London in about 3.5 hours instead of the normal 7 hours. The other new development of this technology is really the reduction and the incidence of noise associated with sonic booms, those crazy noises when you see a plane going faster than the speed of sound. Because of this, Congress and the Department of Transportation are considering legalizing supersonic flights over the land, over our continental United States, because of this new technology would minimize the sonic booms that have been so incredibly aggravating and scary, for that matter, in the past. As a great example of this, a concept plane being developed by Lockheed Martin and a company called Ariane as a partner, this plane can fly at a speed of about Mach 1.2, but has no sonic boom at all. They have reported that because of this configuration and the way the engine is designed, the plane has to be smaller. So their model is basically producing a supersonic business jet. Now, NASA has also been researching supersonic planes technology. It is said to be 1,000 times quieter than the Concorde, which is an amazing thing. Now, once these technologies are perfected and put into production, supersonic air travel will be available really all over the world. These are not the only companies and governments also working on this technology, and as you have seen in the previous videos that we've brought on this channel, it is this keen competition between government and corporate entities that are critical for the advancement of these ideas, and this is certainly the case in this efforts as well. So the next time you're on one of these long flights and want a boost in your morale, imagine you are flying in one of these incredible new planes at twice the speed of sound and at 60,000 feet above the earth in altitude. And instead of going back to reruns of Friends or another bad movie you really don't want to watch anyway, you could hit a button on your advanced seatback entertainment unit and see a live streaming video of your plane looking down at the outlines of the curvature of the earth. That is amazing. To me, that sounds a whole lot better than one of those Virgin Galactic flights that they're talking about, which cost a couple $100,000 and you're only up there for a few minutes. This technology is so cool, everyone. I just cannot wait to see it happen and come into place. So as always, I want to thank you for tuning into A Few Minutes for the Future today. I hope you will take a second to subscribe to the channel. It is totally free, of course, and being a subscriber, you will be notified when the next video is coming down the pike. I also hope you'll check out our new Facebook page, where we have links to all the previous videos, which you can watch at any time. So thanks again, everyone, and until next time, I will say bye for now. Thank you again, and take care.